Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. It's hurricane season, and we don't have only ourselves to care for during these unfortunate events, but also our pets. Here to tell us what we need to remember if and when the time comes to evacuate, Franny Gerthoffer, Executive Director of Hilton Head Humane Association, a WHHI-TV news partner, and her friend Loverboy.
Yes, Loverboy, isn't he? So great.
So let's talk a little bit about it before we get to Loverboy and if anybody's interested in taking Loverboy home today or tomorrow.
Today's good. Today would be good.
Feral cats in hurricane season. What do people need to know?
Well, you know, there's so many wonderful feral cat volunteers, you know, on the island in Bluffton, on Defusky, you know, that we service and assist. And now's the time to call into the shelter because we're working closely with Beaufort County to really identify where all the colonies are and who those people are that are caring for the colonies. So in the case of an evacuation, of course, you know, we're not going to take the ferals with us, but we'd be able to find them when we get back. So the idea now is to start registering the colonies, let us know where they are and how many there are, so that when we get back to the island and the people at the shelter get back to the island, we know we're allowed to come back first. Right. So we can really start doing our you know, our work very early before everybody else returns. So it's just really good to know where they might be.
Okay, all right. So let's talk about some of the short checklists of what we need to, you know, take care of.
Well, you know, first of all and foremost, with your own pets, you just, everything, this is a good time to do kind of like the spring cleaning, you know, make sure that all their inoculations are up to date, that you have pictures of them, that, you know, everything is in order, put your evacuation package together, that they have, you know, you have extra food, you have the water, you have their medications, and a lot, and, you know, and that you have a lot of that so that you don't run out. But most importantly, and we say it every year, you know, now is the time to microchip your pet if you've not already done so. Microchipping is the best way to reunite.
And you can do that right at the Humane Association?
You can do, we have them at the Humane Association, your veterinarians can do it for you, clinics can also do it for you, but now is a time if you're not microchipped to be microchipped, and also if you're microchipped but not registered. Now is the time to make sure that you register the microchip, and of course our shelter can assist you with all that information so that it's a lot easier to do. So,
wonderful. Yeah. Okay, good, good. So how's the Dream Team doing with your united effort?
Well, you know, we are doing really well. You know, the other part of the team is of course not here, but we are working very hard together to continue to do, you know, the reduction with spay and neuter, and so that is working out very, very well. We are cycling animals from Beaufort County and Jasper County through our clinic out in Ridgeland. And then after they move from the county shelters to the clinic, then they come to our center for adoption, and either adoption and or transport. So, you know, as we speak, there's a transport that's leaving for Savannah this morning from our shelter, taking a lot of animals from the county shelters, and then they'll be transported to Atlanta. So, I mean, it's really busy in that regard, but we can save so many if, you know, we get the good process down. And I think we have a really good process going right now, so it's truly working. So the team is doing really well, but now we're geared up for hurricane season, and also really being accountable for these feral colonies that, you know, the people are, the volunteers are taking such great care of.
Well, let's talk a little bit about Loverboy and obviously, you know, the adoption of not only him but others.
Yes, and now is a good time to do that too. I mean, you know, all the shelters are overcrowded, so if you have room in your home and room in your heart to adopt a shelter pet, this would be a very good time to do so.
Kids are out of school, they can help, you know, they can help with the pets, you know,
it's a great time to do it.
Yeah, it really is.
You know, and Loverboy is owner relinquished to Beaufort County, so again, he went through the process and ended up at our shelter. He's 2.5 years old. He loves, I mean, I took him out of the play yard this morning to come to your show, and he's kind of happy about it, you know, so I mean,
and I'm happy about it.
Yes, and so he's all tired out, so that's good.
So it's all about us.
It's all about us. But I mean, he's such a playful, likes cats, like other dogs. I mean,
and he loves you.
Yeah, well, Loverboy. I think he would just love anyone, you know, but it's really a good dog, and sometimes people are looking for a certain look, and I really tell people, you know, and I appreciate that, but it's the personality and the temperament of the animal that's just...
Like that in any relationship, isn't it? Just saying.
That's another session.
And thank you so much for joining us on today's Talk of the Town.